Well, hello, future radio astronomy scholars. Today I know is an exciting day because the lending kit with the radio horn telescope that you ordered from us here at West Virginia University has arrived. So I know the first thing you're going to do is tear it out of the box and go do some exciting measurements of the galaxy. But there is an order to taking the material out of the box. We want to make sure that all the materials are there. And I need to show you, well, how to assemble it, because we had to take it apart to put it in the box. So I've already taken the liberty, if you were, of opening the box, and I've taken out the packing material, which I advise you please save, so you can use it to repack the telescope when you are ready to return it to us. But let's begin by doing what you've probably already done, which is open the box. And inside the box, you're going to find 4 parts. First, you're going to find a box like this or something similar. This box contains the electronics that you're going to need to hook up the telescope to your school's laptop computer. Also inside the box, you're going to find the 3 parts of the telescope. First, there's going to be the horn and antenna assembly. There should be some loose bolts there. Next piece, the piece that sort of comes by itself, just 3 pieces of wood. This is actually the front of the stand that will support the telescope. And then lastly, snugly fit in the bottom of the box, so you might have a little challenge getting it out, is this fancy piece. I know, it falls all over the place, don't worry about it. This is the back of the telescope. When it's attached, that little piece right there sticking out here, well, that's where your laptop's going to go. Pretty cool. So let me put this over here. Going to move the box out of the way. Let me show you how to assemble the horn. So what we're going to need are the back piece with the side pieces forward. I guess go back this way a little bit. We're going to need the front piece, and you want to match up the notches, well, just like that. It's going to be wobbly. I suggest you do this with a friend to help you, and that'll be okay. But you'll still have those 2 pieces that are on the floor. Those are the pieces that are going to come across and hold the stand assembly together. So I'm going to put my feet here. Try not to look too awkward since I'm doing this by myself. I'm going to come down here, remove the bolt, taking the wing nut off. Carefully, so I don't drop it. Okay. I'm going to bring it up here, and you're going to see a hole right here. You're going to insert that in, put the wing nut back on, just like that. You start to see the formation of the horn. Now I'm going to go to the other side, do the same thing, take the bolt out by removing the wing nut. Again, take that bolt, slide it through the hole that you'll see pre-drilled in the front of the stand. Slide that in. And screw the wing nut down snugly. Not super hard, just enough that we can get going here. So the stand will have a little bit of integrity. And there you go. Line up the little squares, and voila! You have the front and the back of the horn. How about that? Next thing we need to do is attach the horn cone. Now you'll notice there's already 2 bolts here. First thing you're going to have to do, you guessed it, don't take them out, just take the wing nuts off. So all you got to do is take the wing nuts off on each side, or try not to drop them. Put it on a table over here, and take off the other wing nut. on this side. Okay, put that over here. And now we have an assembly with 2 wing nuts coming out. All right, so we want to hold up the can this way. You notice there's a side of the can that has a little RF connector and a side of the can that has nothing. The RF connector needs to face the back of the stand. And these bolts are going to go through the holes where the 2 pieces are cut to overlap. Now you can actually peel the stand apart a little bit so that you can in fact drop the horn down in and start to work the bolts into their respective spots. One over here too. Open up, slide it in. Come over here, line up the other one. And you can see right now we've got the basis of the horn assembly, but it's not very stable. So now I'm going to reach over here, grab those wing nuts, put one on one side, hold down, get one for the other side. Screw it nice and snug. And there you have it. You have assembled the horn telescope. The 2 bases are back together. You've assembled the cone horn that goes on the top. You have the RF piece facing the back where the laptop stand is. And you can see it moves freely back and forth, but will kind of stay where you put it. When you take it out in the field and you move it, chances are you'll want to snug these bolts a little tighter so it doesn't move while you're taking readings. When you're ready to bring it back in, loosen the bolts, and just carry it back in straight up. All right, so that's the assembly of the horn. Let's get to the other part, the box that has the parts. All right, so here's the box that the electronics should come in. So let's make sure you have everything in the box. Once again, I've already removed the packaging to save a little bit of time, but there should be several things inside the box. Number 1, there should be this small device that looks about the size of a stick of gum, and that's called the LNA, low noise amplifier. Next, there's another small box labeled Air Spy, and you're going to use that to interface between the horn and the computer. And it has a side, as you can see here, that takes an RF cable, and a side over here that takes kind of like one of those phone charging jacks. You're going to have a small cord. This cord has a USB port on one end and that small phone-looking thing on the other. And as you might guess, the phone-looking thing goes into the Air Spy, and the USB cable attaches to your school's laptop computer. Next, you're going to have a longer cable like this. It has 2 what we call male SMA connectors. That means the part that twists. And you're going to attach one of these to the paint can on that little piece that points out the back, and you're going to attach the other end to the side of the Air Spy where you have the threaded strips. So those are the 4 pieces you need in terms of the basic electronics: 2 cables, the LNA or low noise amplifier, and the Air Spy. Now the last thing that better be in your box, we hope, is a thumb drive. It may not be in the case brand new, it could be loose, but on this thumb drive is all of the software that you need to allow your school computer to interface with our horn. It will allow you to very easily bring up what we call our spectrometer program, calibrate your horn, that's right, you get to make sure it gets good readings, and then lastly, it'll let you run the spectrometer, capture data, analyze that data, look at your results, and figure out some interesting things like, how many spiral arms of the galaxy did I actually look through? Is that part of the galaxy moving toward me or moving away? Where is the center of the galaxy, by the way? Am I looking through multiple locations at once? Am I looking toward the center of the galaxy, or am I looking away out into space? All those things our spectrometer will help you determine. So if you have all that, got all the parts you need, you're ready to head out, set up your computer, hook it up to your horn, and go get some good data and start learning more about how your galaxy works. Have fun.